my freshman year in college, I experienced a series of mostly mild paranormal events. However, one incident stands out vividly and continues to haunt me. 4 years ago, as I was wrapping up my final semester, the atmosphere in our dorm hall shifted inexplicably, despite the usual lively spirit among us. Entering the dorms suddenly invoked an intense sense of dread. Initially, we attributed this unease to the looming stress of finals, but the feeling was unmistakably peculiar. One evening, after a long study session, I decided to take a shower, aiming to refresh myself for the upcoming class. Before detailing the incident further, it's important to describe the layout of our dorm hall and its bathroom. The dorm hall, like others on the floor, had 4 rooms, each for 2 students, and 1 for the resident assistant, RA. Each hall entrance featured a heavy steel door with a small window, giving it a vibe reminiscent of a prison block rather than college living quarters. The bathroom had a distinct layout. As you walked in, there were 2 sets of sinks, one on each side, with large mirrors facing each other, creating an infinite reflection effect. To the left, there were 2 urinals and a toilet stall, while on the right, there were 2 showers. The positioning of the mirrors allowed for a clear view into the showers if their doors were left open. Similarly, reflections of the showers were visible from the mirrors on the right. The bathroom door mirrored the hall's entrance in design. A hefty steel frame with a small, limited-view window, held open by a substantial wooden wedge that required significant effort to move, ensuring the door remained ajar. Continuing with my experience, I found myself alone in the bathroom, preparing for a shower. I placed my change of clothes on the sink to the right, planning to easily grab them around the shower stall. As I set my belongings down, I glanced up at the mirror and noticed something shimmering in the distance within the shower stall. This shimmer seemed to move closer in stages, as if jumping from one layer to another towards me. Initially, I felt unsettled but attributed the sight to the aftereffects of my recent consumption of Red Bull, Adderall, and caffeine. However, the shimmering presence began to transition more rapidly, increasing my sense of unease, evolving into fear, until it morphed into a long, flowing veil rather than hair. This haunting image, etched into my memory, lasted only a moment, yet remains indelibly imprinted in my mind. Suddenly, darkness enveloped the bathroom as the lights flickered out and the door slammed shut, cutting off the view of the entity and plunging the room into obscurity. Suddenly, a strong smell of blood overwhelmed me, a chilling end to the encounter that I can't forget. Upon awakening, I found myself in the hospital, discovered by my resident assistant, RA, in a shower stall, disoriented, and with blood staining my shirt from a severe nosebleed. Upon questioning, my only response, uttered in panic, was, "It saw me." Concerned by my state, the RA quickly summoned an ambulance, which transported me to the hospital. There, as I remained agitated and frightened, the medical staff administered sedation to help alleviate my distress. I started to regain full awareness just as my parents arrived at the hospital, visibly distressed and concerned. When I inquired about what had happened to me, the doctors explained that their initial suspicion was a seizure. However, after I was stable enough to undergo CAT scans, the results showed no evidence of a seizure occurring. This was puzzling, as epilepsy has no history in my family. Additionally, despite my previous and subsequent use of Adderall, I had never experienced any side effects resembling hallucinations or seizures before. Since the incident, I've found it nearly impossible to look into a mirror for more than a few moments. Being in a room with one for too long can overwhelm me, leading to distress. Over the past 3 years, I've been actively engaged in therapy sessions to address the intensity of my fear. Additionally, I've reached out to religious leaders for guidance, seeking solace in faith. While they haven't identified my experience as aligning with any known demonic or evil patterns, their insights have been invaluable in navigating this ordeal. Intriguingly, there were no prior reports of paranormal activity in those dorms before my encounter, and there have been none since I left. my experience remains a singular, unexplained event. If today's story sent shivers down your spine, please hit the like button to show your support. Your comments fuel our journey into the unknown, so share your thoughts and experiences below. Don't forget to subscribe and tap the notification bell for more eerie tales and paranormal encounters.